Patience is the key to all doors of success. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. An inch of time is an inch of gold, but you can't buy that inch of time with an inch of gold. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. To see what is right and not do it is the want of courage. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. The wise adapt themselves to circumstances as water molds itself to the pitcher. Man who stands on top of mountain pees on rocks. He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Talk doesn't cook rice. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. He who asks a question is a fool for 5 minutes. He who does not ask a question remains a fool forever. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. If you chase 2 rabbits, both will escape. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. To know that we know what we know, and to know that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. When you see a good person, think of becoming like her, him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. The journey of 1,000 miles begins beneath one's feet. An ant may well destroy a whole dam. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. He who strikes the first blow admits he's lost the argument. Experiencing life teaches more than reading about it. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. A wise man adapts himself to circumstances, as water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it. A single conversation with a wise man is worth a month's study of books. If you plan for a year, plant rice. If you plan for a decade, plant trees. If you plan for a lifetime, educate people. Every child born has innate goodness. Worry not that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing. When anger arises, think of the consequences. I hear, I forget. I see, I remember. I do, I understand. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Even a hare will bite when cornered. Learning without reflection is a waste. Reflection without learning is dangerous. A diamond with a flaw is worth more than a pebble without imperfections. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. If you stand straight, do not fear a crooked shadow. Act with kindness, but do not expect gratitude. Adversity is the diamond dust heaven polishes its jewels with. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. Deal with the faults of others as gently as your own. Do not remove a fly from your friend's forehead with a hatchet. Teachers open the door. You enter by yourself. Those who say it cannot be done should not interrupt the person doing it. When you have only 2 pennies left in the world, buy a loaf of bread with one and a lily with the other. First mend yourself, and then mend others. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. Keep your broken arm inside your sleeve. Failure is the mother of success. Good people strengthen themselves ceaselessly. Never write a letter while you are angry. Respond to anger with virtue. When the heart is at ease, the body is healthy. The nail that sticks out gets hammered down. Better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. To see what is right and not do it is the want of courage. Only when all contribute their firewood can they build up a strong fire. The more you don't have sex, the less you experience the pure ecstasy and bliss that comes.